hope you guys like my makeup today because you guys are probably going to be seeing it for the next like 4 videos. Yeah. Hey guys, it's Shawnee, aka Total Makeup Junkie 101, and welcome back to my Beauty Bargains series. Today's edition of Beauty Bargains is going to be on blush, and let's be perfectly honest, blush is my #1 obsession as far as makeup and everything goes. I think blush just steals my heart. Now, if you guys didn't get a chance to watch my first Beauty Bargains video, which was on eyeshadow, that will be linked in the description box down below, as well as my Beauty Bargains playlist. So you guys can just click on the playlist link and all of my Beauty Bargains videos will be in that playlist once they go up. After this one, I have 3 more Beauty Bargains videos going up every Monday for the next 3 weeks, so definitely stay tuned for those. If you guys aren't familiar with my Beauty Bargains series, these are products that I think are fantastic quality, not just for their inexpensive price, but for any price. These are products that I reach for over my high-end, really expensive options all the time. Now do keep in mind, these aren't all of the inexpensive items that I love. I have a lot of drugstore items and a lot of really, really affordable makeup items that I love, but these are the ones in particular that I pick over my high-end options. That doesn't mean that I don't love other products that I may have mentioned on my channel in the past. I still love them, but not as much as these. So without further ado, let's get right into the Beauty Bargains blush picks. The first blush product I wanted to mention is from probably my favorite brand that does blushes at the drugstore, and that is Milani. You guys all know I am very, very obsessed with Milani. I love a lot of Milani products, but their blushes are some of my favorite. This particular line of blushes is the Milani Baked Powder blushes. Now, I honestly love the entire line of the Baked Powder blushes, but this is the shade that I decided to pick out and show to you guys. This one is called Fantastico Mauve, and it is a fantastic mauve-y, plummy, slightly berry toned color. A lot of the Milani Baked blushes do have a slightly shimmery finish to them, as a lot of baked blushes tend to have. But if you guys are in the mood for more of a matte finish blush, Milani also has this line called the Rose Powder blushes. Now, they recently made a couple of these shades permanent, so you can pick up this particular shade, which is called Coral Cove, anytime you want. Milani also has 2 other shades that are part of the permanent line, but this is such a beautiful, really, really bright, corally, orangey, pinky color. It's very, very wearable, and it's matte. And I mean, come on. Look at that embossing on the actual product. How stinking cute is that? Another brand of blushes that I have talked about on my channel quite a bit. These are not available in stores, but you can order them on the Coastal Scents website. These are the Coastal Scents Forever blushes. Coastal Scents has a ton of shades of these Forever blushes, and these are amazing. This particular shade is called Alluring, which is a gorgeous, dark, matte, berry reddish pink color. It's so, so pretty. And Coastal Scents does have some that have a slight satin, slightly shimmery finish, and a lot that are a matte finish. So if you love matte finish blushes, definitely check out these Forever blushes. The next brand of blush that I want to mention is one that a lot of people talk about on YouTube, so these are probably not going to be news to you. These are the Wet n Wild blushes. Now, this particular blush is from their ColorIcon line, and this is the shade Heather Silk. This is actually the blush I'm wearing on my cheeks today, and I love it. It is such a beautiful, kind of like a matte mauve-y pink color, and looking at it in the pan, you may not think it would work for my skin, but it actually looks beautiful. Now, if you don't find a shade that you like in this ColorIcon line, because Wet n Wild only has 4 different shades, I believe 2 of them are shimmery and 2 of them are matte, if I'm not mistaken. The Heather Silk is one of the matte finishes they have. If you're not up for any of the shades that are in this line, you don't like the 4 that they offer, Wet n Wild also makes another blush line with Fergie. These are brand new. There are 3 shades in the Wet n Wild Fergie blush line. This particular shade is called Brush with Brilliance, which I think is the most wearable one in the line. It's kind of like a NARS Orgasm type color. It's sort of a peachy pink with gold shimmer in it. Wet n Wild's blushes are just ridiculously affordable. I think this one here is $2.99. I think this one is maybe $3.49. So they're right in the $3 price range and they are great. Next blush I want to mention is a cream blush. Now, I'm not a huge cream blush person, but I do want to mention it for those of you guys that are into cream blush. Flower Beauty has some really, really nice cream blushes. These are called the Winsome Rouge Some Cream Blush, and they recently redid the packaging on them. They used to come in a really, really small square packaging, I believe. Now they come in kind of this big, bulky packaging, if I were to be completely honest. You get the blush on this half and you get kind of like a weird little sponge tip applicator on the other half. Kind of unnecessary, honestly. They could have just like cut this part out and made it much smaller. But putting the packaging aside, this product is, I believe, $7 or $8. So once again, very, very affordable, and it's a great cream blush. It's almost like a cream to slightly powder. It doesn't dry down completely matte or completely powdery. It still gives your skin a little bit of dewiness. And then the last blush I wanted to mention in my Beauty Bargains blush video is going to be no shock to those of you guys who have been watching my videos recently. This is the newest addition to my blush collection, but it quickly made its way to the top. This is the ColourPOP Super Shock Cheeks blushes. I did a full review video on all of the shades that ColourPOP released in this Super Shock blush collection. If you guys are interested in seeing that video, I will put a link to it in the description box down below for you. I swatched all of them and honestly, I love all of them. Not all of them necessarily flatter my skin tone, but I do makeup on the side as well, so I can absolutely use those on other people. Now, this particular shade is called Cheerio, which is a satin finish one, and I actually have really, really been loving the ColourPOP satin finish blushes. Normally, I'm more of a matte finish blush gal. I'll be completely honest, I love my matte finish blushes because I love to top off my cheeks with a shimmery highlight. I feel like if I use a really, really shimmery blush and then put a highlight on top of that, it looks a little crazy. But these ColourPOP satin blushes are just perfect. They give your cheeks a little bit of shimmer, a little bit of glow, but you can still use a highlight with them without your cheeks looking like a disco ball. That is it for this Beauty Bargains video. That wraps up the blush formulas that I often pick and choose and use over my high-end options. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys have any beauty bargains in the blush category, because you guys all know I'm a blushaholic and I'm always up to trying some new ones. So thank you guys so much for watching this Beauty Bargains video. Don't forget to check out the Beauty Bargains playlist, which will be linked in the description box down below. And stay tuned for every Monday for a couple of weeks to see the rest of my Beauty Bargains series. I'll catch you guys on my next video on Thursday. I'll see you then. Bye! And then this is what the blush looks like. Now, just like the dual intensity eyeshadows, you do get overall, they're fantastic for the quality, for the price, for everything you're getting. I love them.